But that image barely scratches the surface, because modern militaries operate helicopters designed for dozens of completely different missions. Some hunt tanks, some transport entire platoons, some rescue wounded soldiers under fire, others search for submarines hidden beneath the ocean. And today, we're going to break down every major type of military helicopter in service around the world. Let's begin. Attack helicopters. Attack helicopters are the predators of the battlefield. Everything about their design is focused on one objective: destroying targets on the ground. Unlike transport helicopters, attack helicopters have narrow fuselages, tandem seating arrangements, and weapon stations loaded with missiles, rockets, and powerful cannons. Their slim profile makes them harder to hit while allowing pilots to maneuver aggressively at low altitude. The real advantage of an attack helicopter is precision. A trained crew can locate enemy armor, engage it from several kilometers away, and disappear before the enemy even understands where the attack came from. The most famous example is America's AH-64 Apache. Combat tested across Iraq, Afghanistan, and numerous NATO operations, the Apache has become one of the most feared attack helicopters ever built. Russia's Ka-52 Alligator takes a different approach, with its unique coaxial rotor system, allowing exceptional maneuverability and all-weather capability. Attack helicopters don't watch the battle from afar. They fly directly into it. Utility helicopters. If attack helicopters are predators, utility helicopters are workhorses. These aircraft perform the countless missions that keep armies moving: troop transport, medical evacuation, cargo delivery, disaster response, command and control. A utility helicopter can perform all of them. Large cabins and powerful twin-engine designs allow these aircraft to carry soldiers, supplies, or injured personnel depending on the mission. One morning, they might insert special forces into hostile territory. That same afternoon, they could be evacuating civilians from a disaster zone. The UH-60 Blackhawk is perhaps the most recognizable utility helicopter in the world. Operating across dozens of mission profiles, it has become the backbone of U.S. Army aviation. Russia's Mi-17 has earned a similar reputation globally and is currently used by more than 60 countries. Utility helicopters rarely make headlines, but without them, military operations simply stop. Heavy lift helicopters. Now, imagine moving an artillery battery into a mountain range where roads don't exist, or transporting a military vehicle across a jungle within hours. That's where heavy lift helicopters come in. These flying giants are built to carry loads that no ordinary helicopter can handle. Massive cargo bays, huge rotor systems, powerful engines. Everything exists for one reason: lifting extraordinary weight. The legendary CH-47 Chinook uses two giant rotors to carry troops, vehicles, artillery pieces, and supplies across nearly any terrain. Then there's Russia's Mi-26, the largest production helicopter ever built. This giant can lift more than 20 tons of cargo, enough to transport armored vehicles or even other helicopters. Heavy lift helicopters aren't glamorous, but they make impossible logistics possible. Naval and anti-submarine helicopters. The battlefield doesn't end at the shoreline. Out at sea, naval helicopters extend the reach of warships far beyond the horizon. Unlike standard helicopters, these aircraft are specially designed for maritime operations. Rotor blades fold for storage aboard ships. Corrosion-resistant components survive harsh ocean conditions. Advanced sonar systems search for submarines hidden beneath the waves. Britain's Merlin HM2 is one of the world's most capable anti-submarine helicopters. Japan's SH-60K performs a similar role across the Pacific, tracking underwater threats in one of the most strategically important regions on Earth. These helicopters turn a single warship into a floating surveillance and strike platform. Search and rescue helicopters. War creates casualties, and sometimes those casualties are trapped where nobody else can reach them. Search and rescue helicopters exist for those moments. Equipped with rescue hoists, advanced medical equipment, and extended fuel capacity, these aircraft recover personnel from dangerous environments where landing isn't even possible. Their missions are among the most dangerous in military aviation. Hovering low over hostile territory while extracting survivors leaves them highly exposed. Yet crews launch anyway. Because every minute matters. France's EC-725 Caracal and Australia's MRH-90 have both served in demanding rescue roles, where lives depended on rapid response. Their mission is simple: bring people home. Reconnaissance helicopters. Before armies move, someone needs to know what's waiting ahead. That's the job of reconnaissance helicopters. Small, fast, quiet. These aircraft are designed to gather information, not start fights. Using advanced cameras, thermal sensors, and mast-mounted observation systems, scout helicopters can observe enemy positions while remaining hidden behind hills, forests, or buildings. Turkey's T-129 attack and South Korea's emerging light scout helicopter programs reflect the continuing importance of aerial reconnaissance. Information wins battles, and reconnaissance helicopters provide it. Medevac helicopters. Not every helicopter on the battlefield carries weapons. Some carry hope. Medevac helicopters are flying emergency rooms. Inside their cabins, you'll find stretchers, oxygen systems, cardiac monitors, and trained medical personnel working to stabilize casualties during flight. The objective is speed. Every second saved can mean the difference between life and death. Germany's H-145M and Canada's CH-146 Griffin are among the aircraft performing these critical missions today. While attack helicopters fight wars, medevac helicopters save those caught in them. Tiltrotor aircraft. For decades, militaries faced a problem. Helicopters could land almost anywhere. Airplanes could fly much faster, but neither could do both. Tiltrotor aircraft were created to solve that problem. Their massive rotors rotate upward for vertical takeoff and landing, then tilt forward for high-speed flight. The result is a machine that combines elements of both helicopters and airplanes. The most famous example is the V-22 Osprey. Capable of flying much farther and faster than traditional helicopters, it has transformed how the U.S. military conducts long-range assault and special operations missions. Tiltrotors don't replace helicopters. They fill the gap between helicopters and airplanes. Electronic warfare helicopters. Modern warfare isn't fought only with bullets and missiles. It's also fought with signals. Electronic warfare helicopters carry specialized systems designed to jam communications, disrupt radar networks, and gather intelligence. Rather than destroying enemy equipment physically, they attack information itself. By blinding radar systems and interfering with communications, these aircraft can make an entire military force less effective before the first shot is fired. They rarely appear in headlines, but their impact can shape the outcome of an entire campaign. Armed utility helicopters. Sometimes militaries need a helicopter that can transport troops and fight at the same time. That's where armed utility helicopters come in. These aircraft combine transport capability with weapons such as rockets, machine guns, and guided missiles. The cabin remains available for troops or cargo, while external hardpoints carry offensive weapons. India's armed ALH Rudra is a perfect example. Capable of transporting personnel while also providing close fire support, it offers flexibility that many militaries value. It's not the best transport helicopter. It's not the best attack helicopter, but it can do both, and that's exactly why it exists. Unmanned military helicopters. The newest chapter in helicopter warfare removes the crew entirely. Unmanned helicopters can perform surveillance, reconnaissance, targeting, logistics, and even combat missions without risking a pilot's life. China's AR-500C and America's MQ-8 Fire Scout represent this rapidly growing category. Some are remotely controlled. Others can complete portions of their missions autonomously. Their endurance exceeds what human crews can safely sustain.
And as artificial intelligence continues advancing, these aircraft are becoming increasingly capable. What was once considered futuristic technology is already operating in military forces around the world.
From tank-hunting Apaches to submarine-tracking naval helicopters, from rescue aircraft saving lives under fire to autonomous helicopters flying without pilots, military helicopters have evolved into one of the most versatile weapon systems ever created. Each type was built to solve a different problem, and together they form an aviation ecosystem that allows modern militaries to move faster, see farther, strike harder, and respond more effectively than ever before. The next time you hear a helicopter overhead, remember, it might be doing far more than simply flying. It could be changing the outcome of an entire battlefield.